name is Miss Saunders, Irene. I was born and raised basically on the east side since I was 11. I've been there for 47 years. I had a few problems with my children while they were growing up in NYCHA. Basically, it was a good place to bring them up. But when as they got older, there was problems.
My name is Mazabeth Lopez. I go by Ginger. I'm the lead organizer here at GOLES, go to Lower East Side, and I primarily help to organize the public housing developments here in the Lower East Side, over 21 of them. So under NYCHA's permanent exclusion policy, when a resident is arrested, either before a conviction, NYCHA starts termination proceedings against an entire household. Well, a lot of times there are youth who have committed misdemeanor crimes, nonviolent offenses, and they are usually forced to be removed out of the household. So if the head of the household does not want to exclude that person or that youth from the household, then they would face termination proceedings, and it would pretty much affect the whole entire household.
I had police officers come to my house about 5 o'clock in the morning, and they told me that my son, they had a warrant for his arrest. And I knew it was impossible because my son had been dead for over a year. In turn, they left. A couple of months later, they were right back again, saying that they had a warrant again for my same son that had passed away. And within that time, I lost a second son. And I explained to them that, hey, I've not only lost one, I've lost 2 children. So in case you come back with a warrant for him, he's deceased also. I believe that if you have a just cause, you want your children, regardless of how old they are, you don't want to throw them away. You don't want to put them out in the street and throw them away. And that should be a rule that, I mean, if it's not, they didn't shoot and kill anybody, that they should be put out from their houses, apartments where their families are. Kids are kids. 16 years old is not a place for your child to be running the streets. I think they should make exceptions to that. There should be exceptions to every rule.
The idea of permanent exclusion is ideal. You know, the idea of removing someone permanently from your neighborhood who is a criminal or doesn't have the best record sounds like a really good idea. Realize that it's their own family that's being affected.
Having to abandon your children at an early age for something that's minor, like stealing light bulbs. I don't know why he took a light bulb, if he took a light bulb. But for stealing a light bulb, you get excluded from your house.
It's just really the relations, I guess. I think that further complicates it. You know, the issues in NYCHA is relationships between NYCHA and the New York City Police Department. NYCHA uses the NYPD as enforcers of their policy, and a lot of times their policy is not a very clear policy for residents that live in NYCHA. And the people who are most affected are the youth that live in NYCHA and their families who are forced to pretty much exclude them from the household with nowhere else to go.
Message for other young people who want to get involved would be not to be afraid to speak your mind, because usually our ideas are not being said by older people. So when I'm there, my ideas are heard. You know, we're always going to be heard because the people who are currently organizing and working do not have the same ideas as us. Public housing are like the customer, so NYCHA has to listen to us and our needs. So the first step to that is literally calling up or emailing the NYCHA chairwoman, but also being vocal and communicative with elected officials so that then they can communicate what residents' needs really are and apply that to the policy that they're writing.
My message to NYCHA residents is to stay active, stay empowered, educate yourselves, get out there and make noise. And this is our land, and we need to keep it for ourselves and for future generations. We need to fight for what's ours.
Fight for whatever it is you believe in.